how's it going? It's Friday, March 16th. I just want to apologize to anybody who actually had heard my announcements before I took them down about we were going to start a D&D campaign and live stream the sessions starting last night on Thursday. Even though I had spoken to the dungeon master who was going to run the game way in advance about streaming it, and actually even before that, years before that, when we did previous campaigns, he and I and several of our players had all talked about how awesome it would be to have our sessions on YouTube or something for posterity and for laughs because of the funny moments we have. So I thought everything was cool, and he was going to clear that with everybody who was playing, but apparently he thought he had, but he didn't really, or at least two of the players somehow didn't know we were going to stream it, and they got upset, so we couldn't run the campaign. And I can understand them being upset by him not telling them. And I feel like I did my due diligence because I planned it with him way in advance, and at the time I didn't even know who was going to be playing. I didn't have everyone's contact information or anything, so it kind of was on him to let them know because he was organizing the event, and he had already told me that it was a good idea and he wanted to do it. And I know at least a couple of our players are really interested in doing it, or at least are cool with it. So it's a little bit of a snafu, a little bit of miscommunication. I mean, for the people who don't want to be on the stream, I'm willing to figure out a way to mute their audio so that the stream won't receive it, and I'll just listen on I'll use a different device to listen to the voice chat so that I'll hear it, but it just wouldn't go on the stream. So, I'm willing to make arrangements. I can understand if they're shy, whatever. I can understand that. I do. But I don't think it's reasonable for them to say that we should just not do it at all because, the GM and I are into it, and we wanted to do it, and like I said, at least one or two of the other players are definitely into it, and at least one or two of the other ones besides that are okay with it, and it's really just these two people. It's really just two players that are upset, and then one player who has a close relationship with one of the upset players who is saying, who he was kind of he was on their side, but I think just because he has a close relationship with that player, I think he on his own would have been okay with it. Anyway, I'm not trying to cast blame on anybody. I'm just saying, for those people, I'm willing to make arrangements. I think it's unreasonable for them to expect that the rest of us who are okay with it shouldn't record our parts that we want, that we want to have. So, I hope we can work it out. I really do. Because live streaming it, I don't even have that many people watching it anyway. No one will know who anybody is in real life because I'm not going to show anybody else's face. It's just me. And as long as they don't use their real name, no one will know, so I don't know why they need to be embarrassed about anything. Even if they say something they think is embarrassing, before I export the archived version to YouTube, I can easily edit out, well, not easily, but I could edit out any, censor out any parts they want me to, that they specify that they don't want to be on the final saved version, and then take down the past broadcast from Twitch so that there's no, so that it won't be there anymore. So it's not like I have this huge audience right now on Twitch yet anyway that would be witnessing any embarrassing moments and somehow saving it or anything. So it's not, I don't think it's a big deal. But again, if they don't want to be in the stream or recording, I'm willing to try to make arrangements so that works out, but that the rest of us can still do it. I don't want those people to quit or anything like that. I don't want them to quit the campaign so that the rest of us can. I want them to be in the campaign. I just would hope that we can come to an arrangement that they think is acceptable, where they can play, we can all play, and yet the ones of us who want to have the session recorded can do so. That's all I can say about it.